ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات وارزقهم من الثمرات وارزقهم من الثمرات وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء الحمد لله الذي وهب لي على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل ربنا وتقبل دعائي ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب صدق الله العظيم الفاتحة
لو عايز تجربه مش عايز لا فعايز تحطه تحت عشان التكبير ما كانش مسموع مش عايز السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستهديه ونسترضيه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا وعظيمنا ومعلمنا وشفيعنا ومصطفانا ومخرجنا من الظلمات إلى النور محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم طب القلوب ودواؤها وعافية الأبدان فأها ونور الأبصار وضياؤها أرسله الله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله الحمد لله الذي وفق من شاء من عباده لتحصيل المكاسب والأجور وجعل شغلهم بتحقيق الإيمان والعمل الصالح والاستكثار منه يرجون تجارة لن تبور وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله الداعي إلى رضوانه والمستكثر من طاعته وتقاته اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن سلك طريقهم إلى يوم الدين صلى الله عليه وسلم. Brothers and sisters, today is the second day of the first 10 days in the month of the Hijjah. And we all should know that there are times which Allah likes more than the other times. And there are times and places Allah likes them the most. We can understand this from the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ when he said that these 10 days of Dhul Hijjah are the most beloved in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The good deeds in these days will be the most beloved in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the companions asked the Prophet, as we all know this common hadith, even jihad in the cause of Allah, he said, even the jihad of the cause of Allah. Except for a man who went out for the jihad and he lost, he gave his life and his property for the sake of Allah. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم ما من أيام العمل الصالح فيهن أحب إلى الله من هذه الأيام العشر فقالوا يا رسول الله ولا الجهاد في سبيل الله قال ولا الجهاد في سبيل الله إلا رجل خرج بنفسه وماله فلم يرجع من ذلك بشيء. And what we learn from this hadith, three things. That Allah Azza wa Jal had honored these 10 days. And they are the most important opportunity almost in the entire year. That's because we can understand this from the saying of the Prophet, the most beloved in the sight of Allah. And also, the majority of the ulama said that these 10 days are the best in the entire year. And they said the best 10 nights are the nights of Ramadan, the last 10 nights of Ramadan. But the best 10 days are these 10 days. They just started yesterday. Another thing that we can learn from this hadith, that being close to Allah by doing the good deeds in these days are the most beloved to the Prophet in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jalla. If you know that these are the best days and the good deeds are going to be the best when you do them in these days, and also when you add to this when the Prophet ﷺ said, increase your good deeds during these days, what do you think you have to do? You have to take the opportunity, right? You have to work on this chance. Because as we mentioned, Allah chooses from the people, from the angels, from the places, from the times. Allah said this, not all the times are the same. Not all people are the same. Not all angels are the same. Not all prophets are the same. Allah chooses times, prophets, people, places. These days we are in right now are the best days in the entire year. There was a tabi'i, his name is Masruq ibn al-Ajda', he said, when he had been asked about the saying of Allah, when he said, وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ, Allah was swearing by the Fajr and the 10 nights. He said, it means the first 10 days of the Hijjah, the best days in the year. Brothers and sisters, make sure that you try your best and you encourage your families, your kids, your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, your friends to increase their good deeds during these days. And don't miss this opportunity somehow. You gotta find a way to do this. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, we knew some brothers and some sisters, when these days come, they don't go work. They try their best. If they have the ability to do this, they take their days off. They take a vacation for this. Because as we all know, we are committing a lot of sins and we are doing this every day and night. So the smart person should think this way. Do I have to take this chance and put fasting, doing sadaqah, reading Quran, saying adhkar, doing night prayer, or do whatever you can do from the deeds that can get you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because it's an opportunity for you. That's why Prophet ﷺ said, أَقْرَبُ مَا يَكُونُ الْعَبْدُ مِنْ رَبِّهِ وَهُوَ سَاجِدٌ. The closest when the servant is the closest position the servant will be is when he's doing sujood. Then Prophet ﷺ says, فَأَكْثِرُوا مِنَ الدُّعَاءِ. Then increase your dua, because you're close to Allah in this position when you're doing sujood. So you have to do more dua in these opportunities, like sujood, like these 10 days of the Hijjah, or the last 2 nights of Ramadan, or Ashura, or these chances and opportunities that Allah gives to you all the time. Now, what we can do during these days, I will try to mention some of the best deeds that we can do. If we can do all of them, that will be the best for us first. If we can do some, that will be also good. The first thing we can do during these days is fasting. And here I need to pause a little bit, because we have a narration, hadith, which is, by the way, makdhub, mawdu', weak hadith, very weak hadith, that when it says, whoever fasts, by the way, what I'm saying is, makdhub, is mawdu', it's not true. It's a lie on the Prophet ﷺ. It's not true. So this hadith is saying, whoever fasts the 10 days of the Hijjah, so he will get for each day a reward as if he fasted 1 month. And he will get for the 8th day, the Tarwiyah day, the one before Arafah, a reward of fasting 1 year. And he will get a reward for fasting the day of Arafah as a reward if he fasted 2 years. This narration is very weak. It is a lie. So then why fasting is good? Why fasting is important? That's because it's part of the good deeds that Prophet ﷺ mentioned that we have to do. It's not because of this narration. So when I'm fasting, like first, do I fast or no? Yes, we fast. And we have some other narrations that the wives of the Prophet ﷺ, they said, Prophet ﷺ used to fast the 9 days, from 1 to 9. But I have my belief inside me, like I say, I'm not fasting because of this very well-known narration, this common narration that it says that it leads to عن هنيدة بن خالد الخزاعي عن حفصة. This narration that Hafsa narrated, she said, أربع, 4. The Prophet ﷺ will never leave, and she mentioned one of them, fasting the 10 days of the Hijjah. And when she said the 10 days, she means all the way to the 9th day, till Arafah day. So we have to know that fasting is good, fasting is important. That's because the Prophet ﷺ said, ما يصوم يوما في سبيل الله إلا باعد الله بذلك اليوم وجهه عن النار 70 خريفا. It's a good deed. Whoever fasts even one day for Allah, Allah will keep his face away from the hellfire 70 خريفا, like 70. 70 kharif. Kharif is like a distance or a time. So we have to understand this. Yes, we fast, but why we are fasting? We are fasting because it's a good deed. And Prophet ﷺ said, committing or making good deeds during these days are the best. The other thing is also increasing reading the Quran. When you increase reading Quran, that's because reading Quran is one of the best things in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jal. If you can finish the Quran once or twice or 3 times during this time, do it. Do it. You get for each letter a reward, and the reward will be multiplied to 10. Number 3 is to increase your sadaqah, or at least to start doing sadaqah, because some brothers and sisters, they don't. Either they have excuses, or some of them, they have no excuses, but still they don't give. So if you don't give the entire year, please do it in these 10 days. Allah will multiply it for you, the sadaqah, during these days. Also helping people. Some of us, we don't have money, but still have the ability to help. You can give someone a ride, you can give the advice, you can make dua for someone. And I think most of us still give advices to friends or to siblings or our relatives. Somehow, it's something we know, and we know that our advice will help. But when you do this for the sake of Allah. But you're doing this because you know these are the good deeds that you are trying to gather all these 10 days. One other thing, and unfortunately we have to mention, it's to pray. To pray during these days. I mean the 5 daily prayers. To pray them. And if you already are praying, if you're already praying the 5 daily prayers, so please do them on time. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. Mawquta means it happens on a time, a specific time. And to make it, and to do it correct, you have to do it in the right time. You have to do the salah on the right time. So we have 3 kind of people. One person he's not praying. So he should try his best to pray, to start praying in these days. Another person